I'm launching a new coin. I'm a builder, so make sure you support.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes you gotta learn to let go. You ain't gotta go through all this. Get up and get out of them relationships like that.
Why are you here, bro?
You need to find you somewhere to go now.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta walk away. Ain't no need to go through all
and
that.
take your cat too.
There been any big names in crypto that have reached out to you to kind of figure out what's going on, or you know, kind of get a heads up on that?
I'm happy for them to all buy the top fuckers. VCs, you want in? You can buy with everybody else. You ain't getting nothing special. Influencers, you want in? Fuck you guys. You can miss this boat too. You can buy later. I'm happy if all this fucks miss the boat. If every influencer misses the boat and every VC misses the boat, fuck you guys. We don't need you. We do not need you. Hex didn't need you, and Pulse doesn't need you, because we can do all this stuff on our own. Let me put it this way. Think about how much money I have, and think about what I could do with that if I choose to. I have a lot of options available to me. So, like, I don't need any of these motherfuckers. I do not.
It's not your money.
He is an old soul.
Your crypto esophagus filled with penile protrusions. In a pulse chain bathing suit with the nippled up delusions. I'm a Pan-African, Haitian American, humanitarian. Don't trust, verify. I'm not a Luciferian. It's not your money. Mixtape coming soon. No expectations. I learned that from Richard Hart too. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Another day, another opportunity to be great out here. What money? Mix, aka Jar Soul. What's going on, man? What's going on? Hope all is well. It's not your money. I'm the giving tree. Don't get scammed, man. Don't get scammed. Huh? Don't get scammed. Right? Word. What's going on? Listen, again, I'm not keeping y'all long on this one. Can't do it, but I'm going to do something. Let y'all know, man. Because I just tried to stream just now, and the powers that be tried to shut my voice down. And because I err on the side of greatness, I err on the side of the creation, the creator of everything we experience and try to understand, I'm right back at it again like I never left. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Check this out, right? Check this out. Because, people, man, I look at things like this, man. Some people like eating liver. Some can't take it. Some hate it. I don't like liver. I know it has iron and it's good for you. Right? Rewind to find is more to find. Shout out to Loaded Lux. Rewind to find is more to find. It's mortifying, fortifying. Eating iron. Eating liver, ingesting iron, good for the health, give you strength, huh? Give you energy. I mean, you don't like, some people, they just can't understand where wonder's coming from. And it's not, look, everything is not meant for people to understand. I'm not here right, for likes, clicks, and views. Been doing this too long. My channel, I'm telling you, I didn't put all this effort into chase clout. I'm not here to chase clout. I'm here to talk about great things, great opportunities that can happen, great things that have happened in cryptocurrency that hasn't even been known to man. Like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk about. We'll talk about that real quick before I go on with my day, and I let you guys and gals go on with your day. Yeah, talk about great things, man. Highest appreciating asset class known to man. 16 years. 16 years has brought all types of numbers and riches to people that nothing else in the world can compare to. Oh yeah, we gonna talk, man. My morning Joe. I don't even like coffee, but today I'm drinking some coffee like that. Morning Joe. Yeah, morning Joe. It's not your money. Not your money. Never been your money. You sacrificed for freedom of speech with no expectations. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. You heard what he said in that old clip. Think about how much money I have. VCs, you could go buy the top, go F yourself. Media influencers, go F yourself. He said it. Think about how much money you think he has. Choices and alternatives and options that he has at his disposal. How many other people could say that? How many people in this shanty town of a community could say that? And I say shanty town because it's just what it is, man. Shout out to Disciple. Like, it's just what it is. People have just become, it's just been fractured. Forget about tribalism. Herd mentality. It's just been reduced to something just even less than that. It's just what it is. And so many people within the community think they have more know-how, wherewithal, and maybe even resources in their minds larger than RH. And if you do, manifest it. Show the world what's keeping you, what's stopping you. It can't be a little old me that a lot of y'all think are maxis. It can't be a little old maxi. A maxi. Yeah, I never even understood that whole maxi term, man. It reminds me of Kotex, okay? Maxi pads. That's what it reminds me of. It is maxi talk. You create words. There's some words in this crypto pseudo culture that make me cringe, bro. I'm like a grown adult talking about fudding. You're fudding. It's cringe, man. It's a language of maybe the youth who could understand technology a lot better than older generations, but it's just cringe. But it's become a part of what we do. Every year you have a whole set of new words coming out in crypto. This year was what? What did I see? Higher. Send it. Just send it. It's just what it is. Evolution, man. Evolution. Hexander, I see you. What's going on? Just been nothing but, advancement, this and that and this, right? Yeah. So I'm looking at how RH, right? Because a lot of y'all can't stand them anymore. You just secretly can't stand them, but you secretly support them. But in the public, you used to support and you no longer support publicly. But in the background, you doing whatever it is that you're doing. Me, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. What you do doesn't make me shit. What you eat doesn't make me defecate, right? Doesn't matter. Because we all here, it's about self-custody and these blockchains. Y'all want to corral and think about community? That's you. Feel free to believe whatever you want to believe, as I will believe whatever I believe. A lot of times these people, right, throw stones and hide their hands. Meanwhile, you secretly supporting in the background, or you secretly watching. You don't really want him to lose. You really want RH to lose, yo? Seriously? After all this time, all this, or you want him to lose? You think he's gonna lose? You're watching certain things manifest a certain way, pieces of a puzzle coming together in a certain way that's beyond, like, is beyond the works of, one person or two people or people just doing it at the same time. You're watching things unfold in a way that, I mean, it's like, man, you literally living through history and participating in history. Like, you are actors in our own films, in our own movies, witnessing something unfold here. Breathtaking. Like, you better hold on to your seat. BTC, last I checked this morning, was 76K. You better hold on to it. And that's just like, people are, oh, all-time high, yeah, but it's only 76K. Less than 2 years ago, it's hovering at 16. (2023) January, 16K. This thing is 76, touch 76. Noonie, I see you. What's going on? We're one day closer, man. You already know. You already understand that. It's in the air for real. Like, it really, truly is in the air. Manifesting greatness, man. The same way we manifesting greatness, pay attention. Pay attention. Don't ignore. Don't ignore the bad. Don't ignore the wretchedness. Don't ignore what lurks in the shadows. Don't ignore the opportunities that's always present where people can lose. Don't ignore that. Don't ignore that. Because if you think the bear market was bad, wait till the bull market really shows its horns. The bull protruding with his golden horns, sharp, pointy horns, not some pointy, weird elbows, pointy horns, golden. And you're going to see wretched behavior kick it up a notch even more. We've seen it already in the past. We've seen it already in the past. If you think the scamming activities that took place within the last 2-3 years was bad, you think that was crazy? You think that was deplorable? Wait till you see what happens, what presents itself, right? During the bull, the real bull, the real raging bull, where every day you watching your portfolio multiply. You're going to see all kinds of stuff coming out the woodwork. Talk about invest in me, buy this, buy that, trade this, invest in this, sell whatever you got to buy whatever I'm selling. The same way your conviction, your belief, your faith in certain coins, and especially in what you believe in, that you feel because of your due diligence and your research has great value propositions, the same way those potentially will give you an abundance of rewards. It's the same way these scammers are going to double and triple down on their tactics, their plays, their criminal activities to steal from the people, yo. These are things you should never forget. This is why it's like, yo, man, everything is about a balance, in my opinion. Everything's about a balance. Twin Fizam. What's up, man? Hey, see? It might. Hexander says CW reads my mind, spits it out. Appreciate that, man. Good to see you. Noonie says one day closer. Yeah. We right there. No, but we right there. It's in the air. BTC playing with 76K. Touch 76K, just like it's nothing. It's like, it's regular. Because it's going to do what it's going to do. However you perceive it it makes a difference. These markets are going to do what they're going to do. These blockchains are going to perform the way they're designed to perform, and the people are going to do what they do. The market's going to do what it's going to do. 76K like it's regular. January 2023, this thing was nowhere near 20K. It was under 20. Telling you, 16K range. Now it's 76. 60 bands more in value. What, 22, 21 months later? Some people here forgot when Pulse Chain launched. When Pulse Chain launched, I was here even before it launched. I was hearing so much of a narrative of, oh, when it launches, whatever, just pay attention. Don't think about 2024. Just pay attention to 2025. That's historically when the bull run is gonna occur. You remember? I don't know if y'all remember. December 2025 was the talk last year. Oh no, don't worry about 24. Don't worry about it. From some of your favorite influencers to 2025, December 2025. Man, these people couldn't wait. They couldn't do it. Man, look what happened. We in 24 and look at the weirdness that took place. Up to date. Bizarre. Folks gave up, couldn't wait, because it's just an indication of how everyone is not really going to win. Everyone's not going to win. But that's such is life. It's a universal zero-sum game. Everyone doesn't win. Everyone's not going to get a fair shake. Life isn't fair. That's why I find it very interesting when I hear things about, oh, we're doing fair things now in crypto. I'm hearing other, because I'm everywhere. Some people are never there, right? I came into this crypto thing, right? Exposed to a bunch of different stuff. The majority garbage, but exposed, investigated, research, doing my fake, not fake, but doing my own version of due diligence through the years. And that hasn't changed. That's just increased. And so I'm hearing other communities talk about, oh, we do things fair and this fair, that fair, that. Yo, there's no fair, bruh. Life isn't fair. Disciple in the building, Dr. Disciple. What are we doing, sir? What are we doing, sir? I mean, Doc, like, been telling them. I mean, what are we doing, bro?
Hey, yo, I'm launching a new coin. I'm a builder, so make sure you support.
I mean, what Doc, what these people do? What? You know? Oh, amazing, man. Exactly. And it won't stop. Oh man. Because they got to practice. See, this is what y'all have to understand. Everyone wants to reach right? The end. You want to reach your goal. You want to reach that number of whatever you perceive would bring you, of whatever you might be waiting for, whatever. You got a number you want to reach so that you can get the money that you've been waiting for. But at the same time, so are the grifters. They're not going to stop. They're going to kick it up a notch. This is how this works. It just doesn't stop. What changes is how you behave, what you decide to do, what you decide to do or not do. Going back to the whole thing about fair, I'm hearing, oh, fair this, fair that. Fair what? If life isn't fair, what makes me think that everything you doing is fair? Oh no, because the technology, and this is what we're doing, and this is our principles, and this is and and fair this, fair that. By virtue of just us being here, in life, like just thinking about us just being in crypto versus everyone else in the world who's not. The majority of the people, if they really understood what was going on here, not even just in crypto, but in DeFi, the majority of the world would just already understand how unfair life is because we're here and they're not. Don't talk to me about some fair anything. Be real with it, bruh. Huh? Don't talk to me about equity. Equitable is more equitable. Once you lose your chance, it's done. And then you're gonna keep talking that fair, but then those who got in like us, how are we gonna be like? I'm not gonna talk about fair. I understand it's not. Right? Some of us were born with a weird deck of cards, man. In very troubling, difficult situations, born into deprivation, born into it. So how fair was that, bruh? You had to make a decision, a conscious decision, right? Apply your will in a certain way to uproot yourself out of miserable conditions. You had to do that because you already felt and experienced that this low level existence and way of being was not it. You deserved more, but you had to decide that. So you already understood, okay, the imbalance of things. But then you come to crypto, right? And people trying to introduce fair to you. Fair what? You think it was fair? Like think about it. When Pulse Chain launched, some people were like, damn, they wish they got into the sacrifice. Then the Pulse Chain launches, and you realize, wow, in hindsight, some people were like, man, I could have maybe just held my bread. You didn't know, though. You didn't know. You could have probably held your bread and got more than what you did for SAC because the prices are way under SAC. We get it. 60, 70% under SAC. We get it. You could have bought more, held your money, but you just don't know. You don't have a crystal ball. You can't predict and tell whatever, and get it right all the time. So in a sense, that wasn't fair. Then somebody else that Richard tried to, not Richard even tried. Richard even gave props to. Want to talk about 21st brick in a Furu building, trying to introduce first principles and fair this and fair that, and then 2 years later, people are looking at it and like, yo, man, this thing was emphatically unfair. Dude introduced all kinds of situations on multiple chains, trying to bring his contributions to cryptocurrency and talk first principles and fair this. And where's the fairness? Has anyone experienced maximum gains in a fair way? Has anyone become rich, retired? Well, huh? This person had no experience in crypto, clearly had no experience and didn't really quite know what they were doing. Might have good concepts, working concepts, right? But couldn't really bring it to fruition so that many people could really benefit. You got to wait now 8-10 years because they followed a certain script. They're not going to give Richard Hart that credit, right? That whole 10-year clip, 15-year scary number of locking up your crypto and waiting 10, 15 years. And then you're thinking in the meantime, what you're going to do with your life. And then other founders came behind them and did the same thing in their own way. Talking about, oh no, we're going to lock this up for 8 years. We're going to lock this up for 20 plus years, 50 years. We're going to lock this up, how many days that adds up to 8 years, 10 years, following a certain script, and will not give credit to where it's due. And introduce things that may seem like it's new, but it's giving meager results. Meanwhile, All you had to do, because we can't do everything and understand. One person doesn't know everything. That's not how this works. That's how unfair life is, right? You got some people out here that are just smarter than me. You got some people out here that's smarter than you. How unfair is that? It's just life. It's what it is. But you're gonna talk to me about fair? You got some people out here that have great health. You have some people out here that'll just destroy their bodies and live long lives. And then you got people that are physically fit, but their lives are short-lived. How fair? Well, talk to me about fair where? Fair where? When you're dealing with human beings, you're dealing with imperfection, you're dealing with money. It muddies up a lot. It muddies up a lot of things because life is beautiful and life is also challenging and messy. So this whole notion that people want to talk about fair, pay attention, folks, because there's a lot of this fair concept people talking about, man. Don't buy into a lot of things out here, man. People giving you information to make you think that they know something more than you do. Meanwhile, they're just as risk taking, even, not maybe you're more risk averse, but all they're doing is gambling and want you to gamble behind them so they can just get paid by dumping on you in the spirit of being fair. I've seen it too many times. They dress it up different. So like proof of weak hands, we've had so many iterations to date since proof of weak hands made itself known late 2017 into 2018, where it really took off among multiple chains, starting with Ethereum, then in Binance, then into Tron. The whole Pareto principle. Oh yes, it's just evolved. ROI contracts, reflector tokens, those who hold on the longest win the most. That's still what you got going on today. It's still what you have going on now. It's just it has different dynamics to it, but it's all still the same thing. Ultimately, the zero-sum factor exists. Someone always ends up losing. So where's the fairness? Someone always ends up losing. So in other words, here we are. We're watching BTC break 76,000. January last year, 2023, it was hovering, it was under 20, 16K. Less than 2 years later, things touching 76 like it's nothing. It already broke 70 earlier this year like it was nothing. We have in the United States a newly president-elect. I don't care if you like, whether you like or not, you got to accept it. Life is what it is. Life is gonna life. Life is lifing, people. Life is lifing. So what are you gonna do in the meantime? You got to live. You got to exist. Push forward, right? It's very, very interesting when you see a newly president-elect and then you see a certain cryptocurrency start to increase in price. It's very interesting when you see or have seen in the last couple months, maybe even during the summer, the vice president, who's now vice president-elect, right, issue a tweet supporting, tagging in the same tweet, blue check on fire, about some Richard Hart in the vice president-elect's tweet. Out of all the people he could have tagged in that tweet, out of all the people he could have tagged, Out of all the people he could have tagged in the tweet, he tagged Richard Hart, vice president, y'all. At this point, he wasn't elected, but he was running, campaigning. Vice president talking down on the SEC. Talking about Richard, supporting RH of all the people he could have tagged. And you know how weird this cryptocurrency space is? Something like that got no press. This is why I really feel that the majority of people in crypto do not respect RH even to this. The vice president, who's now soon to be vice president after the inauguration takes place in January, tagged this dude while he was campaigning, yo. He didn't tag any other crypto head, founder, developer, blockchain, nothing. And there was no crypto news. Your man, all these people, all these heads, all these talking whatevers, they get no light from me right now, man. But you know, them bubbles and old spaces, and every time there's something going on, they got thousands of people listening, talking riffraff and gibberish. Could not even spend a day, not even 24 hours, and saying, oh, wow, look what's going on here. RH, you know, our guy, even if you don't like him, but he's talking about crypto, defending what cryptocurrency is supposed to be. So he's speaking for really everybody involved, gets no support. Got no support. I don't care. Like what? It doesn't make sense. It's not even about the SEC per se, that he didn't get no news coverage, nothing. What cryptocurrency news outlet even spoke about last week? I haven't checked because I don't listen to them. I haven't checked some Telegraph, some coin, crypto potato. I don't check them things because they're full of crap. I've learned over the years. Besides our efforts, what larger media outlets and influencers have even talked about what went on last week? Much less a tweet from a guy who was running for vice president who's now newly elected. He didn't tag some Charles Hoskinson. He didn't tag some Justin Sun. He didn't tag your man, VB. He didn't tag Vitalik. Anybody in this community right now does not have the juice, the power, the influence, the respect, of all the people, y'all. What you gonna say? Oh, this is God level trolling? No, trolling is talking about you cook collard greens you washing collard greens in a bathtub. That's trolling, son. That's disrespectful right there. Trying to speak and act and do some certain vernacular that you're not even part of, to trying to appeal to a demographic of black people. That's trolling right there. Even on the flip side, dude shat on that whole campaign when he got in the garbage can, when he got in the garbage truck, campaigning and speaking to the people from the garbage. That's God level trolling. These people couldn't even get it right. That's why they got washed. They got washed. Blue team got washed. It is what it is. But we watching certain things unfold, connecting the dots. I was even like, yo, RH was like, yo, listen, man, this and that and this. Please go vote Donald Trump. All right. This was months later after the vice president campaigning. tagged him. Then we started hearing Trump himself talking about some Bitcoin. Didn't it sound like he really, right? A proponent, at least for crypto. Speaking of certainly, he's talking weird about it. Like he almost want to say like a Bitcoin company, Bitcoin CEO, bless his heart. You know what I mean? Like you could hear the cringe energy, but it's okay because we need support. Do we need support? Oh no, but we playing a game with legacy, so you got to play a certain game because up to this point, trying to be a revolutionary, a visionary revolutionary, you still in the pockets of these real cableists and globalists. You still have to play a game. You're shackled. You got to play a game with them because we don't have the presence and the power yet. So you got to play politics. You got to do the dance. And this guy dancing very well, RH. Without dancing, I don't work for you. You want to see something done, you do it. It's a different level. You think he got time? You think this is different? It's crazy. When the ship sails, like, this is different, man. Let me tell you something, man. This is different. All that shit taking place on a platform that promotes freedom of speech. That's owned by, and I say this respectfully, that's owned by the extraterrestrial that we understand to be Elon Musk. This thing is coming together like something so refined. Freedom of speech. Wait a minute. Where have I heard that from? Freedom of speech. Where have I heard that from? Just look at the trifecta in that. Elon, Trump, Richard. All proponents for freedom of speech. In their own way. All of them experience some level of being gate-kept or censorship and blah, 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 to be in a position where they are to have the same ideals and same common belief that they have today. And may we all be recipients of the abundance of blessings that could potentially be awaiting for all of us who stood true, who kept it real, and were really committed to what's going on, despite the loud crybabies, the loud bitch-made immature adults who supposed to be adult do not know how to understand what it means to be committed and have conviction to something to the point where it might even appear to be irrational, but it's not. It's not irrational. Because many of us have our own reasons, but collectively we have great reason to have been supported, to have been supportive of what Richard Hart has been doing up to this point. In a sense where, no, I'm not going to just jump the ship and think about some craziness. You know, pardon me for that interruption, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Couple things. Couple things, and then I'll let y'all go. Couple things. We have those of us that still want to support Richard Hart's tokens. It's been very hard. It's been very hard, depending on how you see it, right? It's been easy, but also hard because for me, it's been easy to do it because I understand from a greater perspective what's going on. And it's the part about it that's been hard is watching people play themselves by creating narratives and lies going against why many people, more than I thought, believe in RH still, just to solidify their stance, just to make themselves feel good. They want to talk crap. All of that disingenuous behavior, right, is what caused me to see things through a different lens. Like I thought people were different. That's the part about it that makes it hard. And I often say that nobody cares and people don't care. No, it's because people care. Like I care. I care. That's what made it hard. Like, man, still, I'm not a machine. I'm human. And I'm watching people who once were or professed to be one way. In other words, they spoke about things one way, supporting Richard, long-term mindset, all this stuff. To then on the blockchain show you something else. That's what made it hard. Like, oh man, then forget it. Forget all of them. And that's 95%. Made me, it forced me to think about things in a critical way the whole time, like extra critical. I'm already what I am and how I do things and how information comes to me and how I interpret information, you know. But then this year, this just let's just forget about 23. 23 was nasty. This year, to the point where, like it's so crazy and so bad. Like people they've been completely unsuccessful trying to break the maxis. Take this L, take this loss. Everybody who thought they could break a maxi, blah blah blah, who got into some secret 7-hour spaces, unrecorded spaces, try to talk crap about breaking a mag, you failed miserably. Take that L, embrace it, ride the L, glaze the L. They're so disturbed by the fact that they were so unsuccessful. They still, to this day, want to create narratives and talk about us. Still, whenever references are made about Pulse Chain, to this day, whenever quote unquote builders want to talk about Pulse Chain, they refer to how difficult it is. How you got people who don't want builders to be no. It's easy. It's easy to use as a scapegoat. It's easy to say, oh no, the builders don't want us here, this and that. No. That's their way out. That's their cop out. That's their reasoning, because it's deeper than that. No one can stop anybody from building on anything that's supposed to be decentralized. Right? It's their way to say, you know what? They might be right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to pretend like I'm smart. And I think when I'm smart, the gamble that I'm trying to promise on everybody is going to win. So I'm just going to say these guys over here that want to hold on to not your keys, not your crypto, that want to hold on to, delayed gratification staking, that want to hold on to being hodlers, right? That want to hold on to maybe doing the things that allowed Richard Hart to be successful. I'm going to make them look bad. because I'm supposed to be a man and I wear lace panties at night or maybe even during the day. And I oftentimes feel like I'm on my menstruation. So because I feel less than a man, I'm going to keep defecating on these other people over here so I can feel better about myself and try to take their money. Make it make sense. If you are comfortable in what you're doing that's not Richard Hart related, you shouldn't be threatened by someone who you describe to be a maxi or RH maxi. You shouldn't be threatened. It shouldn't matter to you anyway, in any shape, form, or fashion. The fact that we're still in the conversation and we're still in the minds of these people, should tell you, should be completely evident and let you know that you have a great reason to be proud of being where you are and what you do and what you've accumulated up to this point, especially if you didn't get scammed. We know all these prices for these SAC projects have been, as far as SAC, I'm talking about RH coins, have been underwhelming in performance. We understand that. We understand it wasn't easy. We understand that. We understand all of that. But you still were not wavered. You deserve something for that. You deserve some kind of recognition, even some type of inner type of, acknowledgement for yourself, because you stuck to something. You weren't flip-flopping. You weren't contradicting yourself. You weren't a hypocrite to yourself, because you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror. It's you have to deal with. And come hook or crook, you weren't moved by any other soothsayer's perspective and talk about anything. Because nothing they got going on got a tweet from Vice President Vance. Nothing they got going on. Nothing they got going on. Before he became vice president, going against the SEC, nothing he got going on. The marketing and that alone is priceless. And because it's so priceless and so powerful, they try to suppress that by not even giving it light, but happen on a platform that we see encourages freedom of speech, owned by Elon Musk. They tell you all these crazy things about Blockchain Explorer not working, V1 bug, all these things about the launch was janky, prices underwhelming, all this stuff. So wait till these prices rip, and we're gonna see how really committed they are to their foolish situations and foolish perspectives. Wait till the RH coins really rip for real. Whenever that happens, however it happens, and we're gonna see how committed these people are gonna be to whatever they got going on nondescript, especially the ones that have been talking wild shit about Richard. Right? To basically change your thinking and make you think that, damn, maybe I should switch up too. Maybe I should sell whatever I've been holding and join whatever crap they got going on, and whatever they got going on, it's just whatever. It's like, there you go, watering down your opportunity to receive something potentially that could be whatever it is as far as great to you. Who knows? Nobody knows. But this talk about how people keep talking about, the maxis, this, maxi, that, maxi, this, maxi, that, coming to Pulse Chain is this and that. There's people on Pulse Chain, they don't care about any noise that's being done here. Those are the ones I could at least give some kind of credence to. There's people on Pulse Chain that build things on Pulse Chain that don't cry about anything Maxi got to talk about. You give Maxi even more power and more recognition. When you're a hater, you bounce and pretend like you bounce because you're still on Pulse Chain, and you talk about how Pulse Chain Maxis, right, disturb you still mentally, because that's all it is. You keep acknowledging it, it disturbs me. I come from a perspective of I don't support grifters. That's why my tone hasn't ever changed. I don't support scammers, and I know that's you can't stop that. So guess what? I'm gonna always talk about it. So call that whatever, toxic, blah, blah, blah. That's you. That's your limitations. That's your insecurities. They got nothing to do with me, because I got to find a way to allow this opportunity right here to help me equalize the odds. financially, level the playing field. Because as I'm looking at it, I was born into inflation just like everybody else was here. And if we could allow this cryptocurrency to balance that out, right? So we could outpace inflation, then that's a win. However you do it is how you do it. Don't judge me because I don't buy into your shit. The thing about it, the maxi, a lot of things that people have problems against maxis, right? Because the maxis, I'm not talking about the shit they're shilling. Because if it was a thing where, oh, no problem. Oh, you calling me a maxi, man? I'm so insecure. I don't like the term. I don't like anything it's related about. Oh, what are you talking about then? Okay, guess what? If I talk about your project, will you stop calling me a maxi, please? Please. Nobody cares, bro. We're adults here, man. Some people can't be wavered or moved no matter what you do. Come hook or crook. People got whatever. Sink with the ship. I'm not gonna talk about whatever you got going on. First of all, your energy is. I'm an energy type person, very spiritual. This is what it is going on over here, man. Pick up on energy. Pick up on what people say, how it translates, how I feel based on what you're saying, and I read what you're not saying. I listen to what you don't say, and what you and that resonates a lot. That's why I always tell people here: read between the lines. Read between the lines, and they make it easy because they show you who they are by what they do. The double talking, right? Slither, they talk with forked tongues, right? That's what they do. They slither on their bellies. Snakes. Huh? I respect the snake more than I respect these people because I could understand the snake is going to be what the snake is. These folks here pretend to be your friend. They pretend to be human. And they're just demons. It's just what have you seen? What have you seen? What have you seen transpire and take place? They fuck up on Pulse Chain, get mad because of Maxis call them out on it, go elsewhere, and try to really build a bubble or recognition and continue to whatever foolishness they got going on. They try to do that to rectify their jacked up reputation, because once you mess your reputation up in crypto, the internet will never let you live that down. Someone's always going to remind you about your mess up. And some of them have really messed up and they try to run and hide, but you can't do that on the internet, especially in crypto, because people are going to remember how they lost money betting on you. They lost money betting on you. A lot of people feel like they lost money betting on Richard. So if he can get the smoke, you don't think anybody else is worthy of getting the smoke? Yeah, they're gonna get the smoke. It's equal opportunity. That in that sense is gonna be fair with that. Anybody losing money and doing that, they're gonna look for somebody to blame. A lot of these founders and fake sacrifice project leaders and blah blah blah, who have they helped become rich? Who? And I'm not talking about more rich. I'm talking about from the bottom. You had nothing and then you sacrificed into a project, blah, blah, blah. And here you are, you financially independent. You paid off your debt. Everything great, blah, blah, blah. Who? Because then I'll be like, oh, damn, man, I got to recant some of the stuff I said. Because listen, man, this sacrifice project came out and, and people are like well off, it's happy. And I don't give a F about the technology. It's about the bread. It's about the money. Oh, they got the money. They doing good. Okay, good. Me, I'm not a person who looks under the hood. Give me the car. That joint works. It's fire. Gives me a point A, point B. It's safe. That's all I need. Just like with this. Some people got the mindset for that. You're mechanics. You're an engineer. You're a software developer. This is what you do. You're building and blah, blah, blah. Building. Good. That's you. You have a natural proclivity to that. That's not my thing. It's not what I do. It's not what I'm about. Will never be. And then they get no acknowledgement unless I feel like it. But a lot of these people, they still vie for the attention of people they emulate, because you can't tell me you still feel a way that maxis still exist. They always will. How about that? It's the same way I feel a way that grifters, right? Scammers. I'll never be like at peace with that. People who are out here thieving, robbing and thieving. You think I respect thieves? You think I respect criminals? Never, ever. ever. That's what it is. And I don't care how well you dress it up with your fancy talk, articulation, smarticulation, fake smarticulation. Get out of here. You deserve no shine. That's why it's meager results with whatever you do. And that's why you're not RH. Most people is only one of who he is. He's going to do what he does. Criticism or no criticism. Nobody tweeted you from a presidential standpoint. There's some people that even try to get the attention of, yo, think about that, man. Some people, they try to rally, right? They try to, talk about on board, adopt, this and that, participate in weird efforts to get the attention of Donald Trump. Taking pictures like you was there, there's all that. They didn't get no tweet. Ain't get no tweet. Some weird billionaire that y'all be exalting, the number one sacrifice in the post chain leaderboard, blah, 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 all of a sudden comes back and is glazed city. Where were you, son? Where were you 2 years? Oh, this and that, hardship, life experience. Everybody go through hardship. You understand? Everybody go through hard, and you're supposed purported to be all super billionaire, this billionaire. That means nothing in the grand scheme of things, yo. That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Oh, somebody come back, yo, he got equal. Like, it's like, yo, people, folks, this is why it's what it is. It's whatever you decide to do is what matters, man. Forget about a community. It's not about a community. It's about you. Relax on that community talk. It's about you. Selfish custody. I don't work for you. It's not your money. Like, it's about you. It's about you and what you decide to do. Forget about these people, man. I remember hearing this guy that y'all are welcoming back again. This is like welcome back Carter. You might as well call this thing has been so weird to me, bro. Welcome dude back. Dude used to be on what was it, Spaces years ago, talk about how people are not gonna make it. 2 years in Pulse Chain, they're gonna sell. They're not gonna make it. He said it. He's like, y'all are not gonna make it. Before the chain even came out. Talk about y'all are not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. You want to talk about, and then the other weirdo talking about, oh, this is my stream is depressing. Oh, depressing. The number one dude in the leaderboard, the number one sacrificer, was on a chain. On a Spaces, telling everybody on the Spaces that nobody's gonna make it except him, and he'll be here to get everybody's rewards because in 2 years everybody's gonna sell. They're not gonna wait for 5,000, 11,000, 14,000 X. They won't be able to do it. And what happened in the last year and a half? All the forensic chart analysis that was taking place and people clowning him on the billions and billions of coins he dumping. It don't matter what you had in store. You acted like you were the hodler of hodlers. And this is who y'all be welcoming back. Welcome back. Don't know when it ding on you thinking back. This is what y'all do. Red carpet, like weird. Weird. That's the energy I don't subscribe. Like, y'all keep all that, man. Keep all that. Some of the people who are professed to be in the cabal went after him. Like this is the whole thing. It's deeper than some infighting. It's some stuff going on. Dynamics left and right. People who don't rock with this one don't rock with that one, and everybody don't rock against this one who don't rock with that one. All kinds of weird stuff going on, man. Right? People are gonna gravitate to who they like, who they don't like, blah, blah, blah. That got nothing to do with you deciding what you want to do with your coins, what you want to do with a certain blockchain, and how you position yourself for potential greatness. It is what it is. You got people now who trading hard body. They're trading. Been trading, but hid that. Oh, no. Everything is about 55, staking and this and that. And then on the low, they traders. In every sense of the word. Double entendre, take it how you want. Because people are trying to understand how you make it work, blah, 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 but you trading and pretending like they win every time they trade. No, you don't. You don't. Look at that. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Mm-mm. 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 Dude was like, "Oh, y'all are not gonna make it. You know, I give you guys like 1 to 2 years. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna see 11,000x." Even said something like he was gonna give out a thing where like a prize or something, or hold something like gift $5,000 worth of uh PLS or Pulse X. Even said something like I heard it. He was gonna give away maybe like 5,000 and hold it for somebody because he knows, or something to that effect. Like he's gonna hold the prize for someone because he knows the person who's gonna get it won't hold out for 2 years. They're gonna sell. They won't see 10,000, 11,000, 14,000x. They won't see it. Come on, bro. What kind of negative energy is that? Right? You want to talk about depressing? This was before the chain, a year before it launched. This was like the summer of 22. No. Like March, April of 2022. Before the whole May debacle, the 2-week debacle in May of 22. It was before then. Then after that, dude just disappeared. Oh, and many people have reasons of why that happened. But this is who you welcome back, because you can't keep anybody out. You can't keep anybody coming in or out. It's decentralized. It's what it is. But social media is also sort of like a gift and a curse. It gives people this fake sense of grandiosity. Meanwhile, it don't mean nothing. Look at how many people talking crap about the elections. You just have a camera and you attach to some kind of media outlet platform and you just speak your mind. You speak your mind as if it's worth something. Some people, it catches fire, algorithm, boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden it becomes viral, super virality. But none of it even effing matters. None of it matters. Because when it all said and done, it comes down to what you decide to do with your bread, your time, everything you got going on. Don't worry about these people, man. Focus on what is in the air. It's already in the air. Soon you're going to see something happen with Ethereum. Running, ripping. Bitcoin's already showing signs. It's 76K. That's all-time high talk this week. Next is Ethereum. Next is the altcoins. And next is just us rejoicing already, man. Rejoicing, reveling, and taking advantage, as we should. So salute to everybody. Salute, salutations, and greetings, support, honor, respect to the people who just listen, man. I don't care if you're a maxi or not, but at least if what I'm saying is this, I don't care if you didn't, let's say just hold on to RH coins. At least you didn't publicly like eviscerate him, humiliate, and talk crap. And to those that really stuck true, RH coin holders and support, and want to just really be an example just for yourself and believing in something, that says a lot about you. That says a lot about your willingness to just, persevere, push forward, no matter what is being thrown at you. That's strength. That's even being brave, courage, unwavered. That's crazy in a great way. Because imagine what happens should we receive the blessings that we're waiting for. Oh my goodness, man. Words can't even, you know what I'm saying? Because all that hard work, that would just signify and denote and validate that all that hard work, persevere through all of this weird activity that people have shown us on this blockchain to distract us, to deter us. All of that was well worth it to stick true to what really matters, man. And if it doesn't work, at least you learn something about yourself. Let's say it doesn't, let's say, this cycle doesn't even bring the rewards that, those of us would dream about, imagine, and even have expectations of, no expectation magic. Let's say it doesn't even happen, but at least you learn something about yourself. You learn a lot of things about yourself. I know I have. So in a sense, who lost? Monetarily, yeah, we didn't see we won't, but I'm glass half full. I'm just waiting because I respect cycles. Well, it just shows, oh, okay, nah, this right here, this is what it's about. I don't flip flop. Foundation firm. It is what it is. You build on that. You build on something solid, right? Just try to remain flexible because life is going to throw you curveballs, but at least you know your foundation firm. To me, that matters a lot. There's no price you could put on that, right? Loyalty, respect, honor, certain things. You can't put a price on that. That's why that's void of any type of monetary recognition. That's not about money. It's about you as a person. Because no matter how much money you have, and no matter how much money you don't have, at least you know you're a person that's standing on principle, honor, respect, right? Integrity. You know what loyalty really is, with or without. Says a lot about you. Says a lot. And then when you move that way, it would be a blessing in kind to attract all the good that you deserve. Facts on facts. I'm going to talk to y'all later, man. Shout out to ATX, Pulse Nation, Westcott Crypto, Disciple, everybody here. You know what I'm saying? All the people in the chat, I got to go because the people are trying to go get me to till the soil. But in any case, enjoy the rest of your week, the remaining of the week, and your weekend. And I'll talk to you soon in the future at some point. Hopefully, peace.